Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play for Civilization 6 as we continue our run through the leaders, and now going for Cyrus with Persia. And Cyrus has some pretty interesting bonuses, but I think we're going to go ahead and go, I don't want to necessarily say the easy route, but the route that takes advantage of his bonuses the most, and is most likely going to be a domination victory. We'll get into those bonuses here in just a moment, but yeah, let's get right into it. All right, here we are. Before I get too far into this, I did want to ask, since this is the first episode of a brand new series, please, if you like these videos and want to see more of them, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a channel member. That would be awesome. Hit that bell notification so you can know when these things go live, and comment below if you've got any thoughts, suggestions, anything like that. So it really helps the channel out, and I don't ask a lot, but I usually try to at least ask at the first episode of a new series, just to try and help the channel out a little bit, if at all possible. But here we are, Cyrus. Cyrus is going to be quite a bit of fun, I think. There is going to be some similarities. Well, he's got one main similarity to Chandragupta, who we just played not that long ago, and we'll get into that here in just a moment. One thing we are going to do, though, is we're going to go ahead and add down here to Cyrus, because there is an achievement that if we declare a surprise war, which is one of the things Cyrus does, and able to take out Tamiris's capital within 10 turns, then there's an achievement to do that. So figured, why not? Let's just throw her in there and go from there. Obviously, we're going to be playing on Deity difficulty. We're going to be playing just on a standard size map we're going to do Pangea this time. We're a land-based civilization ourselves. Let's just make it a little bit, well, not necessarily easier for us, but just kind of, more straightforward, if you will. No game mode today because I've never played as Cyrus, and all the victory tabs are turned on. There's the game random seed and the game map seed, or the map random seed, I should say, if you want to play along. But other than that, let's go ahead and get right into this and see what we've got. I'm just going to turn the music off just temporarily for this loading screen because I got flagged with my last series, and yeah, not so much fun. All right, there we go.
First upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Claim the crown, Cyrus, King of Persia, for you are the anointed one. With immortal soldiers and an unwavering faith, you will conquer and rule the peoples of the world. You may see many alliances forming around you, but do not be fooled. Such is an antiquated and weak way of navigating the world. Make no promise unless it aids you in achieving your goals.
I mean, even that write-up speaks to just him being a domination-focused civilization. Now, domination is not the only victory type he can go for. He can go for some others, and we'll talk about that here briefly. But domination is his best, by far. And part of that starts with the Fall of Babylon ability that the civilization has, or he has, I should say, as a leader. He gets +2 movement for the first 10 turns after declaring a surprise war on a major civilization. Now, that's very similar to Chandragupta's, who is also +2 movement for the first 10 turns. In his case, declaring a war of territorial expansion, I believe. But the big difference is Chandragupta also gets the extra +5 combat strength, which is a pretty big deal. Now, the movement is going to be nice, and we're going to definitely take advantage of that movement. But we might be missing that combat strength just a little bit. We'll see how it goes. +5 loyalty per turn in occupied cities with a garrison unit. So that does mean we're going to want to leave some units behind, which, pros and cons there. I mean, the fact that we can get some extra loyalty does help us with those wars, deep into enemy territory. Hopefully we can keep them from flipping on us. Declaring a surprise war only counts as a form of war for the purposes of grievances and warmongering. So pretty much, we're going to be declaring surprise wars every single time. Like, there's really no reason to declare anything but a surprise war the entire time. He's also got, as a civilization abilities, satrapies, I believe. +1 trade route capacity with political philosophy, civic, and receive +2 gold and +1 culture for routes between your own cities. So it's a good way for us to keep safe trade routes between our cities to give us still some gold and a culture, and also like I said, they're going to be safe because they're not going to be able to get pillaged. Well, most likely not going to be pillaged within our own cities. Plus, it gets us roads between our cities and things like that. So that's always nice. Roads built in our territory, speaking of roads, are one level more advanced than usual. His big thing, I mean, this is like possibly the best unit in the game, or one of the best units in the game. The only thing negative about the Immortal is that it comes in the classical era and it's gone, just as quickly. So it is a replacement for the Swordman. It is a melee class unit with a ranged attack. So we are going to be able to, either shoot from ranged if we want to, just to stay a little bit safe and not have any repercussions, or we can go ahead and continue forward with the normal melee attack. Now, his melee strength is 35. The range strength is 25, I believe, which is the same as a normal archer. So pretty good. But he doesn't get any of the ranged bonuses. So the ranged attack does start to fall off a bit, and really only becomes useful for like, just at that time that you really just need to get that extra attack in there without, and maybe you're weaker or stuff like that. You want to get the kill off a unit without having to move, things like that. Or maybe if you just have so many immortals that you've got some on the back row, they still be able to attack as well. Obviously, it's got a strong defensive strength, as you would expect for a melee unit. And then we've got the Paradisa, whatever. It unlocks very early on in the Ancient Era, and it is obviously a tile improvement, and it gives you +1 culture and +2 gold, which is amazing. Kind of going back to the trade routes, we're going to have plenty of gold to support our Immortals if we can keep these things rolling. And we're going to have enough culture to not have to worry about theater squares if we want to go down that route, which we probably will. We'll probably focus more on, holy sites, commercial hubs, and campuses, really, as our primary three. We do get +1 culture for each adjacent holy site and theater square. So as we build some holy sites, we'll get a little bit extra culture, and we get +1 gold for each adjacent commercial hub and city center. So putting these right next to our main cities will be useful for that as well. Getting a little bit of extra gold, again, to pay for all those immortals that we're going to be having flinging around early in the game. We do get additional culture and tourism as you advance through the technology and civics tree. And then there's just some stuff about the fact that they can't be built on certain things, and they can't be built next to each other. As you can probably imagine, Persia could be a passable tourism victory, civilization. Definitely not their strength, more of a side effect. But the +2 movement would work for rock bands. So you could always technically declare a surprise war on somebody and then move your rock bands a little bit faster if you felt like that was necessary. By the same token, you could also see potentially usage for a religious victory, because again, the +2 movement could also help your religious units move around a little bit as well. I think those are both a bit of a stretch. Really, it's just a domination. I mean, we want to try and get as much as we possibly can with those immortals and kind of go from there. Now, could you just do as much conquest as possible with the immortals, in that early eras, and then take your new large empire and then settle in for any of the other victory types? Absolutely. I've said that many times before. Conquest-focused civilizations can definitely win any victory type, because once you have twice as many cities as anybody else, because you took all the early ones, even if you're out of your strength as far as a conquest victory type type of bonuses, you're still going to be able to take advantage of that large number of cities to just snowball and go from there. But let's go ahead and get into this game and hope that we get a good start here. I'll touch on something here in just a second, but let's get into this. Okay, so this is already better than my last start, because I did start this game once before. Well, okay, so it's already better. There are parts of this that are already better. So let me get into this. The last game I was in, we did not have a luxury resource. We didn't have a single luxury resource within like 8 tiles, maybe 8 or 9 tiles of our main city. So even our second city, if we were to keep it close, wasn't going to have any luxury resources or anything like that. Like, it was insane. Now, but then once you got past that mark, there were several city-states and other enemy cities that had 2 or 3 luxury resources within their range. So it was like, really? You got to be kidding me. So it's good to see that we have at least technically have some luxury resources, although they are a couple tiles away. But we definitely have some this time around. Now, we don't have some other bonuses that would have been nice to have. We do have a lake down here with some crabs. The big negative of this one is it's going to be a great one for building lots of having lots of production. We have virtually 0 food. Like, there's everything's 1 food. There is nothing here for us to be able to grow with, unfortunately, in that case. So it is going to be a bit of a rough start in that sense. Obviously, my first city, I would prefer to have like a little bit of half and half. You know, a few green tiles and a few plain tiles, things like that. But in this case, we have all plain tiles. So that's going to make things very interesting. We also don't have any... we've only got a couple forests nearby, so there's not going to be any chopping early on. Which, not that we need to, again, with this much production, but something to take into account. Obviously, we could put some farms on these flat tiles, so we get a little bit of food with some production, but we are definitely very, very much limited. We're definitely going to be moving to settle on a plains tile. Either this one or this one. I'll have to take that into account here in a second. I did want to touch on one more thing. In my last game that I tried, I was even going to make it. I was going to keep going, even with the luxury negatives, because there were some other good things about that start. However, the closest civilization to us was Canada. And if you don't know anything about Canada, Canada has a very unique ability where you cannot declare a surprise war against Canada. Now, they can't declare surprise wars against other people either, but the fact that we couldn't declare a surprise war against them meant that we didn't get our bonus. And I still, even with that in mind, I was like, well, let's see what we can do. But it was just so painful to not have any of the bonus at all. We just couldn't go fast enough. With the bonus, I think we could have stormed through their cities, but with a slower speed, they were able to, build walls and get some reinforcements and things like that. And it really just slowed us down so much that we just couldn't do anything. So I kind of was like, you know what? Let's start over and see if we can get something going here. So hopefully we don't have Canada near us. But let's see here. Where do we want to settle here? I mean, there is also the option of settling directly on one of these two ivories. And that's, you know what? It is a 2-turn move. But it sets us up on the ivory right away. I was okay with either single turn, right? That's interesting. That is a huge delay. But really just getting this ivory early on. You know what? And plus the fact that I'm kind of hoping if we move a little bit further down this way, we'll see at least some green tiles. We're gonna gamble. Ooh. We're still seeing forest. I still think we're gonna gamble. I think we're gonna go for it. Yeah, it's gonna delay us an extra turn. Oh, we do have salt, so at least some food, and there's a rainforest tile over here. A little bit of food, not a lot. We do have some sheep to our west, which we can reach within our tile range. So I mean, there's a little bit here, but nothing amazingly good here, right? We do have some places that we can put some campuses, things like that. Obviously, we're still along the river. Having the lake over here is fine. I mean, nothing super amazing, but I don't know. Maybe that was a mistake, but we'll see. We'll see. You guys can let me know in the comments below what you would have done, but I really kind of like the idea of trying to shift over here and get something extra here going for us. We do find a city-state right away, which is actually pretty close to this capital city here. Do we even like Fez, or is this going to be one we want to get rid of? When you use a religious unit to convert a city for the first time, 20 signs per population of that city. I mean, it could be useful if we get a religion up, but also could be a good city to just get rid of. And that might be the direction we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and settle here. We are going to get 3 production, obviously. So that hopefully will make up for the moves. I mean, this one would have had, what, 2 production? So, or does this one have 3 production? I can't remember suddenly. No, I think it would be 2 and 2, right? Whereas this one's 2, 3, and 1. We're obviously going to be getting the elephants right away. Or at least we'll be getting the elephants as soon as we have husbandry. I can't remember if we get them right away or not. Let's check. Resources. No, we do have them. Okay. I can't remember because I don't normally settle on luxury resources as my first move, to be perfectly honest. But I think in this case, I think it'll be a good move. I think we're going to be happy that we did that. We'll find out. Now, the one good thing in that last game that I started was that we did get Stonehenge, because we had stone right next to us, and we had lots of chopping abilities next to us. So I was able to chop out Stonehenge and get us a religion early on. We don't have an ability to get Stonehenge this time around, so I think we're just going to ignore that. And you know what? We really need to know where iron is. Iron is super critical for our immortals. And if for some reason we don't have iron, this is going to be a very awkward game. All right, we're not going to be growing very fast. That's just going to be kind of the way it is. Man, we got lots of desert over here too. This is a great start in one sense, again, because we actually do have luxury resources. We even have 2 next to us right now. but a terrible start because there's just not a lot of other good tiles elsewhere. What does musket do? +1 amenity in cities. Oh, I like that one a lot. We definitely want to be friends with you, my friend. Well, I'm already calling you friend. See, there you go. Fez, I think we could do without. If we want to conquer Fez, I think that would be a good move. I mean, potential Petra location. I mean, these would make some good desert hill tiles, but there's also a lot of flat desert over here that's not super exciting at the moment. I mean, there's some... Still just not a lot of good stuff over here. Alright, we got a barbarian encampment over here, so maybe we can go sneak over there and get a bonus for trying to take them out, hopefully. Yeah, the fact that this city's going to grow so incredibly slow is going to make this very painful for us. Oh, you're going to take it out before I get there, aren't you? Oh, no, there's not a... unless there's one right here, there's not going to be one next to it, so maybe we can still take it. We will see. Hopefully we can, because that would be a nice little boost for us to get that capture. India? Okay. Well, it's not the India we have to be afraid of. Oh, they did get it. Oh, then it was actually India that got it. So good for you, I suppose. Well, speaking of elephants, obviously India is big on the elephant side of things. We're just going to go ahead and roll right into a slinger. I do want to get... We'll get a worker at some point, but for right now, we're just going to go ahead and get a slinger. It's too early, obviously, for us to get a settler, so slinger it is. This is not... It's not a very strong start, is it? We found another city-state, though, apparently. Granada. I mean, the fact that our Paradise Sky units, or Paradise Tile unit improvements increase science, or increase appeal, could make this interesting. It could be interesting. I mean, and they also give us culture as well. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not sure if we want to, how much we want to go after them or not. I think I could give or take it. If we happen to get them just because nobody else is going for it, then I might put a few of those down, but I'm not super concerned about it at the moment. Although, you know, I mean, even at a low, you know, appeal tile, like a charming right here, that would be what, 1 science maybe? Maybe it rounds up to 2. It's still something, right? Like, it's still something. Plus with the culture, so it really does take care of a few of our normal needs. Nope. I want to go this way. There we go. I was like, stop the move. Stop the move. We found somebody. Please give me a builder. I would, or population. Population would be extremely huge for us as well. Actually, might even be better. All right, so we can put some mines down. So we'll have to see about that. We could technically hook up that other elephant, which means we can trade early on. I do want to start working towards bronze working, but maybe it's too soon. No, let's start working towards it. We got to spin the cycles at some point. I do. Hopefully we can get some more barbarians killed off, especially once we get the slinger out. All right, irrigation boost is actually not that great, other than the fact that we didn't have any other way to get it, to be fair. So I guess it's okay, but definitely would have been, there's a lot of other things that would have been nicer. It's like, where is it? It's over there. Doesn't really matter which way we go, so let's get a little bit more vision, and then we'll come across this way. Geneva's pretty good, isn't it? Isn't that the one that... Yeah, 15% science whenever you're not at war with anybody. Now, obviously, we're going to be at a lot of wars, to be fair. But, you know, it's still, in my opinion, even if your civilization's going to be doing a lot of domination, I mean, we're going to be doing domination for like 10 turns at a time. Go do 10 turns of domination, and then we'll piece them out, wait for, you know, the next chance or whatever like that to declare another war. And, you know, a few turns here and there in between to get some extra science. Can't be wrong with that. I mean, science, honestly, the big reason I like them is because science in general is just good for domination civilizations. This is really there's a lot of negatives about this start. There's a lot, I mean, there's a lot of desert here. Like, there's a lot of negatives about this start. Ugh. Okay. I guess we're going to get a builder and get a couple farms out because we got to get some food somewhere. I'm going to go down here, but I kind of want to circle around and see what's up over there by this mountain. Guess we're going to send you this way to see what's over here by the sheep. Need to find some more barbarians. We need to find any barbarians. We haven't killed any. Bandar Brunei. Okay, that's a good one. That could be a really good one for us. Obviously, gold. We've already got a lot of gold coming in for us anyway. Let's add more to it. I'm okay with that. Starting to look a little bit better maybe down this way. Okay, 40 gold. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, 40 gold is fine. We can at least get something with it. I mean, we're quite a ways away from a settler, though. We'll see. We'll figure out what we're going to do with that. A little bit better tiles down here. I mean, there's definitely some more food over here. Whether or not we can get there before India sneaks on that side of things, we'll find out. Hey, Barbarian Outpost, finally. All right, let's, honestly, let's just go make a beeline for that. I'd really like to get some kills if we can. I'll have you scooch over here. Okay, that's fine. We're going to have you come back and maybe even help. There's some truffles. I think the crabs gets extra food once you improve it, right? Since it's already got the 3 gold, I think that's the case. So that might not be a bad tile for us to improve as well. Well, let's just scooch down this way. There's a scout. We're only going to get like 1 kill off this, unfortunately, if we even make it in time. I don't even know if we're going to make it in time. There's a lot of city-states over here to be able to do some damages. All right, I'm going to move over here. He might attack us, which is fine. But I'm hoping maybe we can get the steal on something. Okay, come on. All right, there's a... Okay, that's actually really good. That's going to get us a kill. It's doubly good. First kill, and it gets us the one for the slinger. Awesome. Still need 2 more kills, though. All right, builder's ready. Good stuff. Civics. We'll go and start working to craftsmanship because I think we will improve 3 tiles. I mean, we finally got to 2 pop with 0 food coming in. I guess we're going to do a settler. We got to get something going here. I do want to grab you, and I also want to grab you. Okay. I'm assuming you're too strong for me to take out. Yes, you are, which does mean we're gonna miss this, unfortunately. So it is what it is. Maybe we'll get another one popped up here in a moment. All right. I do want to get mines put up for sure, but I also really need to get some farms down. So we're going to do that. They're not great tiles. This is a terrible tile. And at some point we will want to replace this, but we needed something because this is a really bad situation. Oh, if the second one hadn't attacked, we could have gotten it. Oh well. Guess you're going to move down this way. I mean, we just need... Tempted to come down here and buy to the crabs. Oh, we're going to get it in 5 turns, so... I don't know. I mean, part of me says just get another farm. We do have... We're getting 3 production here. We're going to get 3 production there if we're working that, which we probably are. So improving the mines is not going to be as good as that tile anyway. At least the farm tiles. I mean, there's a reason we need the farm tiles. We've got to be able to grow our city a bit. So I think another farm and then we come down to do the crabs. This is not good at all. Oh, we can't do the crabs yet anyway because we need this, which we may need to just go all the way through for because there's not a coastal city for us anywhere nearby. Like anywhere nearby. We're like smack dab in the middle of this continent apparently. All right, another farm. Not sure why you just swapped. How was this farm any better than the other one? No idea where we're going to send this. We need to move this guy down here. Come down to the city. You're going to help escort the settler. This is a really strange start. I keep getting strange starts for some reason. I guess we're just going to hold on to you and then let you improve that, because I think that will be the most useful thing for us. There's a kitty hut, so we'll see what we get from there. Lots of desert. So much desert. There's a lot of civilizations that would love this. Us, not as much. There's coast. I mean, if we want to force the issue, we could always settle a city over here, I suppose. Not sure if that's what we want to do or not. Oh, hello. I mean, I do love free science. Oh, pop. That's actually a really big deal for us. I mean, we can't feed that pop, but it is really nice to have. All right, I'm going to start heading back because I just feel like I don't like leaving my cities too bare. Do we swap off sailing and just move a settler over here and settle over here somewhere and kind of force the issue a bit just so we can get a coastal city and get some free science? I kind of feel like we do. Early game science is just so important. Oh, somebody already beat Stonehenge. Or made Stonehenge, I should say. Maybe I'll move you over this way and come up underneath the mountain. Is that going to be a good move? Actually, not sure. Guess we'll take the promotion first. Just to help us out here. You know, I'm going to move you down. I'm going to have you connect with the warrior. And I think we're going to be okay. I kind of want to see what's down here because we might actually settle down there if there's some coast over here. This will look closer. All right, what is next? I think we go into... You know, let's get the monument knocked out. That would double our culture effectively. All right, we're going to move off sailing. We're planning to get that. Let's come down here and pick up archery. You're good. And we might actually buy the settler here in a bit. If we don't need the money for something else. All right, go ahead and attack me again, my friend. Go ahead. I kind of wanted to corner him, but I think I'm going to come down this way. We'll be able to get the kill eventually, hopefully. Ooh, a warrior. Okay, well, scout on a hill can handle itself against a warrior, so I'm not too worried about that. You're going to move down. You're going to... Honestly, we're just going to link you up and we're just going to keep moving. We'll figure out that scout later. He's the one that belongs to this, I believe, so I'm not worried about him finding us. Looks like those guys might be taking care of him anyway. He might come down here and cause some trouble for this guy. If we at least get one promotion, we'll be all right, but we'll see. So there's our second kill. We need one more. Yeah, if this guy comes down here, that could be problematic for him. Oh, he didn't. Good. And getting the promotion is a big deal. So, well, there's quite a bit of hills around, probably more than rainforest, so we'll go this route. I mean, there are some more rainforests down this way, to be fair, but this is fine. Hey, even a goodie hut. So, yeah, we're definitely seeing some more spots. In fact, right here, honestly, wouldn't be that bad. We'd have a place to put a campus back here up against the mountains. We are coastal. Deer nearby. Still not amazing food, though, but amazing production. So I think we're going to go there.
dogs in heaven, then when I die,
I was gonna say, did we get the boost for bronze working? Let's go ahead and finish off bronze working, because finding iron could change some things here. All right, you're gonna just come down here, get the goodie huts. You're gonna stay. Let's do the attack. I'm okay with that. I was gonna say he has to stay, otherwise he's gonna die either way. Oh, actually, look at this. Okay, see, can I tell the future or not? Okay, I can't. But this city right here is gonna have access to 2 different irons. That is huge. This may not have been the best city for other reasons. Did we just get a... What did we just get? Oh, we got a scout. I was like, I saw something pop over here. I thought we got the builder for a second. I was like, wait a minute. We already had the builder. Another scout. Okay, fair enough. I mean, on a Pangea map, that's actually not too bad. But yeah, access to 2 iron over here. This is actually really good. Still no food. But iron is super critical for our long game. All right, let's go and get the archer. Although, to be fair, we don't really need the archer if we're going to go for the Immortal. So actually, let's get the Immortal started. All right, it is safe now for you to swing down here, because we are going to... Oh, well, I guess you can swing down here. We are going to come down here and get that here in momentarily. Let's move off craftsmanship, because we will hopefully be getting that 3rd tile improvement momentarily. Do we see any evidence of another continent? Yes, over here. So you are going to come over this way. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll settle our 2nd city, start working towards getting some iron, and start getting some immortals out pretty quickly here. I think Fez actually will be an early target for us, even though it's got walls, but we'll see. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.